because I was hungry. Good enough reason. Keep going.
That was definitely a sarcastic one.
Okay, I'm going to take you back to 1994 just for a second, just so you can picture the time. 'Cause it was a long time ago. I mean, I won't go on about it too much when they actually met each other. They have been together a long time. In that year, Alan Partridge arrived on our screens with Knowing Me, Knowing You. Friends, this that long ago that Friends, the first ever episode of Friends was shown on TV, so I'm trying to set the scene a bit here. Wet, Wet, Wet were number one for most of the year, with Love Is All Around. It was a great year, it really was a good year. And Oasis released their first ever single. Also in that year, Vic spotted the boy of her dreams sitting in the canteen at college one day. Unfortunately, he already had a girlfriend, so she had to ask Matt out instead. At that particular point in Matt's life, I say at that particular point in Matt's life, Matt bases his image on Wurzel Gummidge. If you'd like to open the envelope that says Evidence 2, you'll see what I mean.
Let's see. Well, go see me. What is it? Can I have them?
Aunt Sally.
Anybody who doesn't know Wurzel Gummidge, is it?
So that wasn't Bath Mum.
It was taken last night.
So which one's Uncle Will?
Fortunately for Matt anyway, Vic never spotted the obvious likeness. Vic actually thought that Matt looked like a favourite rock star, Eddie Vedder from the band Pearl Jam. Do you know Open Evidence 3?
I'm glad I kept the receipt for your present.
Let's see. Dad, let's see. Dad. Oh.
I think you'll all agree, well, Vic's since had laser eye treatment anyway, and she now agrees that Matthew looks more like a scarecrow than a rock star. Okay, we're on the last page, you'll all be glad to know.
Especially me.
Yeah, especially you, Matthew. I actually haven't got anything nice to say about him, this is really bad. I just realised I'm on the last page, and it just goes on. Right. When he was a young boy, Matthew always dreamt that one day he'd grow up and he'd meet a girl just like him with the same interests and everything. Could you now open evidence number 4? And you'll see that he's succeeded.
I don't know.
Vic. Sa.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
It's a nice picture, it is.
They think I'm cute.
Who's that?
It's backfired.
I accept that one backfired a bit. It does look very cute.
He was asleep.
And a bunch of liars. Okay, with all Vic's ex-boyfriends now safely locked away at Her Majesty's pleasure, you'd think that Matt wouldn't have had any problems whatsoever impressing her parents. However, Matt didn't want to take any chances. So when he arrived on their doorstep for the very first time, he made sure that he'd washed his hair the month before. He wore his best ripped jeans and his favourite heavy metal jacket. To top it off, he managed to only swear in every other sentence. Amazingly, they weren't initially impressed. Hard to please some people. Okay, in 1995, it really does go on, I'm so sorry.
Years!
We're only up to 1995.
They're celebrating their first anniversary.
Alright, stick with me everyone, please stick with me. There are some nice bits coming, I promise. In 1995, Robbie Williams shocked the world by leaving Take That. Remember it well. I'm still in shock as Lee. Also in 1995, Vic shocked the world by announcing that she was actually going to marry Matthew. he's one of my best friends, I know this. And I'm sorry. I did apologise to you. Now, Vic, when I first met you, my first impression was of a beautiful, witty, charming, but above all else, intelligent young lady. How wrong could I be? Please get nice. Please get nice. That's good. And so, in 1995, Vic agreed that she would spend her future watching soap operas, whilst Matthew would repair computers by day and play on them by night. Something that they still do. Anybody who's stayed at their house, as I have, can vouch for that. I'm sure it'll all change now they're married there.
Don't be so sure of that.
Right then. Okay. Right. All joking aside, okay. Right. This is. I have to read this because this is a bit more emotional. Well, not really. All joking aside, Matt is an exceptional person, and he's now starting to get some of the success that he thoroughly deserves. He's now got a beautiful wife, who I'm sure you'll all agree looks absolutely stunning today.
Yay!
We have.
He's got
Yeah, there we go. He's got a point. There we go. You agree with me with one line. He's also just started a brand new job and spent most of his stag night showing off to his ex-workmate James by telling him all the ways that it's miles better than his old job. A job that James still does. I'm sure through gritted teeth, James would join me in wishing Matt a successful future at BAA. You go wherever James is. There he is. Yeah. Gritted teeth, James. Right then. Vic too is a wonderful person. It's true.
Yeah, I told him.
She's caring, she's kind, she's considerate, and she smiles almost as much as I do. Which is, I can honestly say that in all the time I've known Vic, I can't actually think of a bad thing to say about her. Luckily, Vic's best friend Sarah had lots of bad things to say about her. Although she may deny it now, unfortunately, so that was the fortunate thing, unfortunately, with grandparents and children present, most of them I can't repeat. All I can say is this, that nearly every story involved alcohol, a little bit more alcohol, a little bit more alcohol, just a tiny bit more alcohol, and vomiting. Okay, that's that page. Right. Oh, actually, no, I just want to say that when I was, yes, I forgot about that. I'm an only child, and you can all feel sorry for me if you like. I know it's a surprise. Yeah.
don't need to take it out with everybody else.
As growing up, I always wanted to have a little brother and sister. Meeting Matt and Vic made me realise just how lucky I was to have parents who only ever wanted one child. Friends like Matt and Vic are hard to find. They never answer their phones, never reply to emails, never come and visit me, and they still won't give me their address. Okay. This is the nice part, this last paragraph.
Is that from bestmanspeech.com?
No, none of that. That was actually from me. I had a lot of jokes from bestmanspeech.com. I don't recommend it to anyone. It was useless. I think Matt got quite a few from there, didn't he?
The whole thing cast into memory and then bumbled it.
To be fair, it was only 80% of your speech. Okay, to be serious for a minute, Matt and Vic are two of my closest friends, and I was absolutely delighted when they asked me to be their best man. As friends, they are fun, honest, trustworthy, and above all else, they're loyal. They've helped me through my hardest times and shared in some of my happiest. So Vic and Matt, I can't thank you both enough. There you go. Can say something good. Right. Now open the last envelope. This particular picture is one that Vic tells me Matt has at work, and it really does sum up everything about the pair of them. Okay, so you don't want to just take my word for it that they're a really nice, beautiful people and everything else. It is Langley College, well spotted. Good attention to detail. Okay, just to conclude, I don't want you just to take my word for it. I want to just read a section of an email that Matt's brother Lee sent me. Okay? So, thanks Lee for this. If everyone's... Here we go. Matt has always been a very caring and loyal person. While he may give off the appearance of a carefree hippie, he's actually a very deep and complicated character. He will do anything for his friends and family, and is fiercely protective of his closest friends, even if they are in the wrong. He's also the best uncle that Joshua and Jessica could wish for. Despite being the other side of 30, he still has bags of energy and willingly runs around like a loon, playing with the kids. Some would say that is because he shares their combined mental age of 12. I think it's fair to say that they idolise Matt and Vic, and they really look forward to spending time with them. Matt and Vic really are like two peas in a pod, slightly unconventional, don't worry too much about what other people think of them, and really live life how they want to, and usually with a smile on their face. So thanks, that's from Lee. Thank you very much. So to finish, can I say best of luck to you both? I really am delighted for the pair of you, and it's been well worth the 12-year wait to say so. Okay, it now gives me immense pleasure to invite you all to stand and raise your glasses in a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Dalton, to the happiness, health, wealth and good fortune of the happy couple. To the bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
Thank you very much. Now enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Tell you what, then Martin, you know what, that wasn't too bad. Held back. You feel free.
And he saved himself 2,500 quid by not having that haircut.
Ever.
If anybody else wants to say anything about Matthew, feel free.
Only nice things from now on. I've had enough of the slating.
I'll keep quiet, mate. Put a gag on Lammy.
He's going to buy some from
Beautiful what they
I want them pictures. Martin, could you pass us the Favours CD for a moment?
I nearly did.
We should buy it.
I'm sure we'll get you a free. We'll hand them out. Actually, if we give you a free code, we'll get you a chance. I'd rather.
I think we'll just do a little slice through the bottom here.
We'll let everybody.
Here it is. Here it three. Here it two. Here it one.
Hey!
Isn't it?
Hey!
Hey?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to burn no idea how we're going to get that slice out. Leave it at that.
Send it to everyone.
Right, seriously. And Derek can choose what everybody
get.
Let's have a look, Sam.
Insert.
Oh, it's lovely.
All these things